Hi there, welcome to Don's Workshop. This is my review of the LEGO Soundwave. Here's Soundwave all built. It was a pretty good build. I liked how it came together. The legs are very beefy, and they are the sides of the Ghetto Blaster part when he changes. Of course, there is the very entertaining sound box here. So there is the scanning, and we got Ravage. That would be return. The transform sounds, the transition sound from the cartoon, and then Laserbeak coming out, and everybody's getting out and transforming. That was one I haven't heard before. I haven't heard that one either. I don't know how random it is or how many are actually in here, so. There we go. There, and he's got his big cannon up here and his gun. And it was a pretty fun build, and that's probably one of the most fun things. It's too bad. This is great, the sound brick on this guy. It's too bad there wasn't a sound brick in Bumblebee or Optimus. That would have made those pretty cool. I guess maybe they could come out with like just the sound bricks for those guys. That'd be a neat addition. I'm not sure if LEGO's ever done something like that where they had released something and then came out with a extra part for them later, but that would be kind of fun. I'm gonna read what came out of the book here. So here's the Transformers collection. It's now up to 3, so I guess that is now a collection. Soundwave is the first Decepticon to join the popular LEGO Icons Transformers collectible series. Flanked by his loyal sidekicks, Laserbeak and Ravage, he is fully geared up to battle the Autobots, Optimus Prime, and Bumblebee. His characteristic voice is captured in a LEGO sound brick with original lines and unique recordings. Highly detailed, posable, and designed to convert into his alternate mode, just like the original G1 toy. Soundwave embodies the nostalgia of the animated 1980s The Transformers series. His stats: as Megatron's communications officer, Soundwave is a master of deception. His dedication to the Decepticons' cause makes him feared by allies and enemies alike. He even spies on other Decepticons to root out dissent. His robot spies, Ravage and Laserbeak, can be deployed for espionage and sabotage missions. The LEGO sound brick, plus the play button to activate the built-in LEGO sound brick. Listen to the iconic Soundwave phrases inspired by the animated series, The Transformers, from 1984, 1987, and new lines specifically recorded for this model. Okay. The original Soundwave toy, released in 1984, had yellow eyes. In the series, his eyes were red. The sets includes both colors. I went with the red eyes. Convert Ravage into his stealthy Panther-like robot mode, including proton bombs and launchers. So there's Ravage. Attach laser cannons to Laserbeak for optimal air surveillance, and in his bird-like robot, and got the cannons. They're a lot bigger on these guys. Are like a lot bigger than the actual Transformers were. Press the eject button to open Soundwave's cassette bay. Switch cassettes, and there's that here. It's a neat little function that works pretty good. Store your extra decoration tiles in the back of the display plate. So there's just a little slot here to store the extra display tile, where I have the Laserbeak one here, and then there's just a little slot you can put in the Ravage tile back there. From the LEGO Icons design team, our partner Hasbro has been really helpful throughout the design process. from concept sketches to final versions. For this model, we first focused on Soundwave's overall proportions to make sure we could fit cassettes into the cassette bay. We also began developing authentic sound bites. Visually, we merged Soundwave's appearance in the original The Transformers series with his G1 toy incarnation and did the same for Ravage and Laserbeak. The original toy inspires the conversion between Soundwave's two modes, and with extra stickers and eyes, you can style the model to reflect your favorite look. I know we got extra eyes, but I didn't notice extra stickers. So the micro version of Soundwave references his mass shifting in the series when he shrinks to the size and weight of a truly become a robot in disguise. We used unique building techniques in the shins and new element in the cassette bay function to convert Soundwave into micro cassette player mode. His feet fold into his shins, causing a string of interconnected panels to collapse automatically. We even achieved the satisfying lifelike pop and click sound of a real cassette player. And there they are. I did the transforming of Laserbeak and Ravage when I built them, so I'll just be doing the Soundwave transformation here. So first, you got to take off his guns so that you can actually transform him. This part has to come off to go on his back. And then this comes off as well. And then we do need to get the arms folded back here. So they need to go, they are clipped on. So there's a clip right there. Oops. They are clipped on. And there's what you get every once in a while. You could take the, I guess I can talk about that later, but so those fold back there. And then I guess I didn't do that quite right. I was supposed to fold the hands in as well. The hands get folded in like that. So that's on, that would be on the back. And then we got to transform the legs. So this is the part about they're talking about they kind of fold in. So this has got this where you kind of push the legs in and this is all collapses in on itself. And then you can just fold that in and then this just easily comes up there. So we just do that. So that's really a nice, that's really smooth, nice transition. This has to come up and it has to turn. Okay, and then we can fold that in there and that just goes like that. And then this little piece folds up and that helps hold it in position. So the side doesn't come down. Also, it's like the panel on the front, right? And do the same thing over here. And just, oops, transition that over here. And hold that like that. And just move that up. Now, I can sit him down like that. And these clips that were back here, they now can clip to the bars over here to hold that whole thing in place on both sides. So now everything is held in place. Spin the head around and fold it in. Down in there, and then that pops back up. Nice flat top. And everything is like that. So this, then on the back here, so this goes into the here, this part of the gun. This part of the gun is supposed to clip on over here. And then this gun just is tacked on over here. So place for everything, hold together. And as you can see, like kind of the main thing is that the hands just kind of hang out back here. So the back is like just like that, right? So it's kind of like whatever. It's not like all nice and smooth and everything, but you know, you're mainly looking at the front. So if it's on display, it's not going to be like people are like looking at the back. And then of course, now it's like very nice looking like that. And then you can put one of these guys in cassette mode, will fit right in there. So these transition pretty easily. And then they just can slide on in. And they just together. And now we've got Laserbeak in there, and then it just pops them out quite easily. So that's pretty nice. And then of course, like, he's already there, so he can report. So there he is in micro cassette mode. I imagine with the new these new bricks that they came out, these new bricks that they came out with the Star Wars sets, that would actually work probably pretty good in here to know what to telling, if it could tell the sound brick what to, like, to tell it what to say for sounds, if depending if Ravage or Laserbeak was inside. That would be a neat addition if they were able to do that. But I don't know if some of the next Transformer they do, it'll be interesting to see which Transformer they pick next is going to look like. I'd guess, you know, at some point you got to have Starscream. I don't know if they're going to break down and build Megatron or not, but I would like to see both of those. Now, like, I don't know if you've seen some of the, like, big multi-constructed robots. Like, they've had, of course, they had Voltron in the past. They have the Fortnite big robot collection. What would be neat is, like, can they go ahead and do Devastator? So we'll see what they come out next. I really love these Transformer sets in Lego. This is what I did when I took my Lego sets, as I turned them into Transformers. So all my space sets would be, I'd try to turn them into robots one way or the other. I had to come up with creative ways to transition them, because I didn't have a lot of like these parts that they have now with all the bars and the clips and everything. Didn't have very many of those, so it's great now. Anyway, yeah, I don't think the price on this was too bad for the included sound brick. I believe it's pretty close to the same price as Optimus Prime was. I think it might be a little less, but yeah, I find that the Transformer sets are pretty reasonable, especially when you compare any of them to Marvel or Star Wars sets. So it's not too bad. So if you really like Transformers, this is great with the sound brick, and the transforming is great too. I think it was a great build. So, if you liked that review and you would like to see more, please subscribe. Thank you for watching, and take it easy.